Hello everybody, this is just a quick tutorial. It's about the 9th time I've tried this and I keep cocking up, so this is my last shot. Just take it as you see it. So it's really just to show you how you can create your own bokehs in your zgemma for your IPTV, just so you can record or just sort them out into bokehs if you don't even want to record. Okay. What you need to do first of all, just a bit of prep, is you need to go into your email that you got off JJ when you first started, and it will say your M3U link for use in any IPTV, Android or iOS app is, and that'll have HTTP and that long description where it's got username equals and password equals. You need to copy that, open Notepad, paste that, put your username and password in instead of the X's, and then when you've done that, copy it again, what you've actually got when you've put that username and password in. You need to go to your browser, your actual browser itself, and when you've done your browser itself, click enter or press enter, and it'll download a file for you. So for example, mine's in my downloads, and there's TV_channels. That's me downloaded file. There's 3 there because I update it every few weeks in case there's anything new on there. Okay, and again, when your Echannelizer is downloaded, this is what it'll look like when you open it up. Just as a little tip for you, when it opens up, it'll be white, it'll be clear, and it's hard to see. So just click on options where it says background, just change that to black or whatever you prefer, and it's easier to see the wording. This is one I did earlier. This is just to show you what the end result's going to hopefully be for you. There you go, in my zgemma I've got Kelly's recording channels. What I did was, so I couldn't be asked to do every single channel, I just chose some of the ones that I watch, I put them into the, I made my own bokeh, and if you notice there's Sky Sports, etc., and a recording facility. And if you look on the screen there, there you go. So, you know, you've pretty well got that functionality what you need as well. So yeah, so that's that. There you go, just to show you Sky Sports 2 HD working fine. So if you need subtitles because you can't understand this, if you go to www.whatsthatjodysaying.com, you should be able to get them off there, if that helps you as well. Anyway, here we go. So you've opened up Echannelizer, you've downloaded that file, which is really easy to do. This is the more tricky bit, but it's not really tricky unless you know how. So you look on there, you'll see that box, profiles. So you need to create a profile. So open it. Now I've already done mine, but what you would do is you would click on default. That should actually be there. If it's not there, then no, actually it will be there. So if you click on default, it will ask you, so you go there and you click the plus and you can create your own new one. Okay, so that gives you that box. Now I'm just going to call this, for the sake of calling it, I Hate Manu. Okay, now what you need to put in here is your IP address. I know mine, so it's easy for me to put in because I've already got it. And again, click OK. It's already telling us I've got one because I have got one, but continue adding a duplicate. You'll not get that message. So I've done that for you. If you notice there, it's there now. Okay. Right, so this is where you need to take notice. So you hover over the one that you're going to use till a tick comes up. Activate. Click on the activate. Then right click anywhere and you'll see an arrow there. It says read. This is going to find the channels. Okay, so this is what we need to do. So read, and you're going to get this message. Because you've put your IP address in correctly, it's going to find all your IPTV channels of GM. You'll probably get a settings error because I've created my own bokehs already, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I'll just box out of that. Okay, so that's exactly where you are. When you've done that, just click on that and you'll go back to your black screen, and you've literally got everything in there. And if you notice now, this is my bouquets I had anyway. So when you've put your IP address in and you've pressed read, you'll get your ones that you've already got off your line, the ones that are in black and some of the ones that are working, you know, your normal sports one, your entertainment. I've called it CSS listings because obviously that's where my line's off. So if I clicked in there now, everything would be in there, but obviously not many of them would work because they're black. So we need to create more bouquets. Now this is what you do. Okay, I've already done one, so you can click there and create and call it what you want. I've done one and I've called it test, and I've created another one and I'm calling it test sport. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on me. I'm just going to left click on me test one that I've already got there. Now when I do that, I will go to here and it says read, just like you did before. You click read and it's going to put, because you've got that hovered over test, it's going to put inside there all of your IPTV channels. Okay, so mine is there because keep remembering this symbol. You've got to click on the TV symbol to actually get it open over here. Okay, so that's that. I've created another one called test sport where I'm going to put some sport in there. I've already done one, but I'll show you how to do another one. This can be, you can just call that IPTV sports, and then you can create another one by right clicking and call it movies, just whatever you want to do, or you can just record it like I did, recording channels, so you get the gist of that. So in test sport I've got Sky Sports 1 HD so far. Okay, but now we need to basically import your file. Okay, so just to summarize at the minute, you've got, just pretend mine aren't there, so you've got no IPTV channels at the minute because you haven't imported that file you downloaded before. And when I did read before, when I actually opened this up before, it's only reading what's actually on me zgemma at the moment. Okay, so this is the key, how to get your files imported, the one that you did before. Right click anywhere, press that. Now let's just call it, like we said before, I hate Manu. And you OK that. And when you've done that, click on the TV of I hate Manu. It's blank at the minute. Click, right click, and excuse me, in that box, click on hover over import M3U. Now go down to playlist. Click on playlist. You've got to then find where your file was. Now mine was in my downloads. I've got other ones there, but they're older ones, as you can see by the date. So you hover over that, left click on that. And then at the bottom, once you've left clicked on it, just make sure it's highlighted, move away and click open and watch the magic happen. There you go. So there's all your IPTV channels have just come into there. That's because you created a blank one here. Okay, like I say, forget about all them. They're going to be there anyway when you read it, when you've put your IP address in earlier, because they're your normal zgemma ones. Okay, but this one here is the one you've created. Now, as I said before, you'll want to split them out because that's just one long list. So every time you right click, you can call it something new. So let's call this one, let's call this one Marnie. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of sports channels in Marnie. Okay, so that's that. So I've got Marnie there. Okay, you see that there? So Marnie, when I click on that, there's nothing in there at the minute. And when I click on I hate Manu, they're all in there at the minute. Now this is what you do. This is easy, so just bear with me. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just put a couple of channels into my Marnie bouquet that I'm just about to create, because they're going to be sports ones. So I'm just going to left click, hold down, and just drag it into Marnie. Okay, that's the first one done. You'll keep getting some stupid message up there, just ignore it. Let's go Sky Sports 2 HD, drag it into Marnie. Okay, so you can't see it at the minute because you're still on that. But like I said before, if you click on the TV on Marnie, you'll see them there now. So that's 2 IPTV channels. Now at the minute you can't record because it's just the channels as in blank. And this is how you record. This is great. You've got to actually go and open up and match each URL. So this is sports. This is me CSS sports at the minute, so the way it is. So I've right clicked on that. So if you look for Sky Sports HD there, just hover over it, don't open it, just one click on it, right click on it and edit. Okay, now this is crucial that you do this. Okay, you see this reference at the bottom, press copy, just copy it once, press copy, it'll flash. Now this is, you're going to get bored of doing this, but this is great. So now open up Marnie and go to Sky Sports 1, right click on it again and again edit. Now you see there's loads of zeros. That's because that's just a standard URL and it won't work. So you paste into here, okay, and you click OK. That's one. Okay, so you do the same again. So you've got to then go back into sports and let's just look for Sky Sports 2 HD, wherever that may be. Hard to do this when you're looking at a monitor as well. Right, there we are. So Sky Sports 2 HD, one click on it, right click, edit. Where are we? Yeah, copy, close, back to Marnie. One click on it, right click, so left click once, right click, edit, and again get rid of that and paste, and it changes. Then click OK again, click the box, and so on and so on. So that's how you're creating your bouquets. Now what you've got to remember to do, and I'd advise that you do this just as a little test, because you can always delete the bouquets and come back to them. So for example, I will never watch oh, these are all on where I watch. So let's just say for example well, there's nothing on there that I would delete, but I would right click on any of them +1 channels and I would just get rid of it. Okay, but the main thing is you've got to save this now. Okay, so what we do is, you see up there, that's right, that's read, sorry, and that's what you did before to read them, but now we're going to write it. Okay, so if you click on write, once you've done a couple of channels, just and make sure that the only one you've got clicked is your IPTV ones, because we're going to write to IPTV. So just unclick the other ones. Whatever you've called this is the one that you want click, the profile. The rest of it's all populated as it is. Click OK. Now what you'll see is connecting again. You'll see on your TV, you've just got this message coming up on your TV. Just caught that there. Okay, so that means it's been successfully written. Click OK on that. Okay, just forget about that. Now what you've got to do now, and I'll show you, is when you've done a couple, I don't know if this was a glitch on 3 and I haven't tried it yet, but you've got to just reset your box, just restart your box. Okay, so or they mightn't have saved, but let's just see. There we go. So if you have a look on there now, there's me I hate Man U. That's everything from zgemma in there. Okay, and if you just tab along, there's me Marnie. Okay, but if you now notice, it's got that in there and you can record on it. Okay, so that's that, and it's quite easy to do. So there you go. So remember, so just a summary, download your zgemma file again, and put it into I use Google, so I put it into Google in the bar, the address bar, hit return once, it'll download a file. Just remember where that file is. You then download Echannelizer, www.echannelizer.com. Yes, so you do that, and then obviously when you've downloaded Echannelizer, you open that up. The first thing you do is you click on the default on the right hand side. Yes, so you right click on that, and you create another bouquet, call it whatever you want. Then you read, so it'll find all the channels for you. When you've done that, you start right clicking on an empty space on that right hand side, start creating your bouquets, drag and drop in there so you want it. When you've dragged and dropped, you go into your channels that aren't working, the black channels, you edit, you get that reference number, copy, you then keep swapping over, then you click on that TV, put your custom channel in, your IPTV in, and you edit again, you paste your new reference number in there, you press OK, and you just keep doing that all the time. Keep swapping your bouquets over, and then when you've done that, you go back up to that arrow, the one that points up, I think. You click write. It should write, and when it tells you it's written, just make sure you've only ticked the box of your IPTV, whatever you're going to call that. You might have to restart your box, but obviously on this occasion I haven't. But then everything records for you guys. Okay. Any questions, just give us a shout. See you later. Way-i.